The new two-headed giant focus set Battlebond is coming out in just over 2 weeks, and today kicks off the first full day of previews for the set. Gavin Verhey shows off a few reprints and several new cards in his article that introduces the design team behind the set. A few cards that will see reprints in the set include Fertile Ground, Peregrine Drake, Augur Spree, and Centaur Healer, but the most impactful reprint comes from Mark Rosewater's article, where he shows off the new art on Doubling Season, which has been upshifted to Mythic. But you're all here for the new cards, right? Gavin shows off a few cards that will make games of Two-Headed Giant a bit easier and make games of Commander a bit more political. A good example is Huddle Up, a sorcery for 2 and a blue. The new assist mechanic allows another player to pay up to 2 mana of the spell's cost, and it says 2 target players each draw a card. Another example of assist is on Fan Favorite, a 2/2 human rogue for 3 and a black. It has assist and says, for 2 mana, Fan Favorite gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Any player may activate this ability. Assist also shows up in the Commander and Preview card for today, Play of the Game. A rare sorcery for 6 white, it has assist and says exile all non-land permanents. Another great example of a multiplayer political card is Pierre's Whim, a rare sorcery for 3 and a green. It says for each player, choose friend or foe. Each friend searches their library for a land card, puts it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffles their library. Each foe sacrifices an artifact or enchantment they control. Also on the mothership today, Matt Tabak goes over all of the new mechanics in Battlebond and shows off a few new cards to go along with them. First up is the pair of cards that were previewed last week by Gavin Verhey on Twitter, Pierre, Imaginative Rascal, and Toothy, Imaginary Friend. These 2 legendary creatures have the partner mechanic that was first released in the Commander pre-constructed decks, but with the twist that they can only partner with each other and not with the other partner cards. The new style of partner is also shown off on the preview cards for both Tolarian Community College and the Mana Source, where they previewed a pair of Planeswalker partners that can also be your commanders. Rowan Kenrith will cost 4 red and start with 4 loyalty. +2 says during target player's next turn, each creature that player controls attacks if able. For -2, Rowan Kenrith deals 3 damage to each tapped creature target player controls. For -8, target player gets an emblem with, whenever you activate an ability that isn't a mana ability, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Will Kenrith will cost 4 blue and also starts with 4 loyalty. The +2 says until your next turn, up to 2 target creatures each have base power and toughness 0/3 and lose all abilities. For -2, target player draws 2 cards. Until your next turn, instant sorcery and planeswalker spells that player casts cost 2 less to cast. Finally, for -8, target player gets an emblem with whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. We get even more partner goodness today from a pair of Wizards commentary mainstays, Brian David Marshall and Rich Hagon on Twitter. BDM shows off Gorm the Great, a rare 2/7 legendary giant warrior for 3 and a green. It pairs with Vertus the Veiled, has vigilance, and says Gorm the Great must be blocked if able, and Gorm must be blocked by 2 or more creatures if able. On the other side, Hagen shows off Vertus the Veiled, a rare legendary Azra assassin for 2 and a black. It has Death Touch and says, whenever Vertus the Veiled deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life rounded up. Support is another returning mechanic originally from Oath of the Gatewatch. Shoulder to Shoulder is a sorcery for 2 and a white that says, support 2 and draw a card. Expedition Raptor is a common 2/2 bird for 3 white that has flying and support 2 when it enters the battlefield. And if all the Battlebond previews weren't exciting enough, it was revealed on Friday that the popular Magic the Gathering live gameplay series Spellslingers will be making its return. Hosted by Sean Day9 Plot, the series shows off some of the basics of Magic in a fun and casual setting, with several special guests ranging from Pro Tour Hall of Famers, actors, and other esports icons. No word yet on who will be guests on the new season, but it will release on Geek and Sundry YouTube channel on May 30th. That's our show for today, May 21st. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with all the latest Magic news and strategy. I'm Jeremy Knoll, and this has been Split Second.